Welcome back. You're watching one more episode of Hunter x Hunter, and let's be honest, there's still quite a few left, but the Chimera Ant arc itself is hopefully reaching its crescendo. Netero, the chairman, taking away the king to have a proper battle somewhere else, somewhere devoid of the royal guards. Gon and Killua coming face to face with the target of their ire, the retribution for Kite, Left Patrol right in front of them, still doing surgery. How's the girl lying on the floor going to fare? What about everyone else who are engaged in their own death battles currently? All I know is Gon might find it difficult to really control his emotions. It'll be fun to find out, though. So much destruction. Good thing this did actually happen in a relatively barren environment, even if there are millions of people almost being involved in this. And just how attractive will Knuckles seem to him? How far will he chase him down? All he has to do is basically keep him away from shoot and try and get as many seconds down as possible to increase that interest. What kind of tricks does Knuckle have up his sleeve to be able to outrun and evade and etc.? And we're kind of going back quite a while because we've still got him strutting along. He's yet to encounter the wolf dude at the minute. No matter how little, each of their efforts will add up to be something quite devastating. He has something else he needs to do. The fact that he's giving this much of a recap, I'm wondering, was there a small break or something in between the last episode and this? And using the corpse of Flutter, exactly how well will Cargo actually do his mission? A friend of my friend is a friend. His friendship group is really expanding quite quickly, let's be honest. I wonder exactly how far out they will be taken. Will the king get bored of the journey on the dragon after a while? When you do have a situation that seems so convoluted compared to when it began. You know, with the Queen, it was simple. Just attacking villages, trying to raise an army, and a suitable offspring. Now it's like veritable evil, and yet he's also learning at quite a swift rate. So much of that blind Goonie player is rubbed off on him. Actually wanting to eke away from wild devastation, just to spend a bit more time playing. Haven't we shown that one before? I do like that you've just got all of those shafts of light, thanks to the dragon's dive, destroying much of the palace. Granted, the integrity of the building still holds up. Just how big of a wound did she sustain? It's like doing major surgery to her internals there. Suitably really overly animated sentence there, but necessary, I think. This is a huge moment for him. Can he be restored? How is she going to be able to fix the injured girl in front of her while being assaulted and attacked? Ever the observant, got a bigger task at hand. Battle right now is not top of the priority list. Somewhat dark and disparate. What about the easier answer is like Red Now's currently doing that. Gonna have to talk had gone down from just striking out right now. Now, why would she put herself in danger right now like this? Small fragments of information. You make the call. Ah. Is it right to attack? Will he think that she is experimenting or doing things of that ilk to her? Need to be rescued from the clutches of the royal guard there. Now, who's gonna break this standoff? The king's orders will take precedent over anything, but showing no will to fight there. Open palms. Does Gong get the message? Will his anger and history of what happened affect any judgment? Just, just wait. After all this time, getting so close to the goal, did Neferpator give Kite the option? Bursting forth in a interesting music. Information that they weren't ever really expecting or privy to. However, it went down quite easily, with very little fight. Quite important. The king hurt himself, was so obedient and calm, I should say. We're putting her back together. Now, how is he going to convey everything he's just worked out to Gon while he's in this heightened mood? Nothing comes first over her task right here. Also, how was Gon going through this in his head if that is an innocent person there? Is he going to let his own wishes come first? Be very careful. This isn't his fight here alone, but the fact that Gon is being the one who's slightly terrifying. A Goonie player. Yeah, no need to layer it with anything else. I mean, how would Poof feel about Nefertari's kind of admission here about how much Kabuki has affected him? Why was it just on a single window there? He is giving me some intense feelings of Crollo. He is struggling right now to contain himself. After doing everything that they want with no regards to anyone else, now asking Gon for kind of pity and understanding. I mean, what right now you can understand why you'd be suitably upset. Use solid answers there, like definitive. I mean, after having trust in so many people straight away, the one person it can't be granted to. Well, much like the king, personally maiming themselves there to. Would Gon accept this as a bit of reprise? Would it be a fair fight with completely disjointed limbs? As long as it doesn't hinder treatment. Is he going to go against both, like, his better judgment and understanding? They were just monsters before that he could easily just attack. Now there's some humanity to it. God, the mental damage being done to him. Gone smash. Why can't you just be evil? You make it so much simpler. How much energy is he putting out right now? I'd like to have. I'd like to have like Knuckles' estimations on what it is. This is not the battle you would have expected coming into this arc, but how long is treatment going to take? Is there a way for Kite to be whole again? Well, that's one way of talking him out of it for a moment or two. He hasn't had the luxury. Nothing. If he can truly say that. This isn't for personal, like, revenge and gratification. If Kid would just let him carry out judgment like that. Hey, he looks it. There's so little that he can do for his friend right now. A week? Then how about just to make sure she's stable? Well, looks like we've got a time frame. If he can just stay himself for that long. Hmm. What's a kite? Okay. Let's see if the promises are upheld. He chose a interesting spot. Could you be able to focus on the healing with him a foot away? That kind of glare. Did you expect Gon to have to exert this kind of presence and pressure? Was that showing that Killer was left? Or just showing the hallway? But if we, having Gon have a little regard with the girl who's needing treatment in front of him. He's come so close to getting Kite back. He can't just give up now or be told to wait an hour. A lot of the heavy feelings really coming to fruition and coming up front and center right now. Jesus. I think it really did need the entire episode being basically silent with just between the two of them with lingering tension. After the past few episodes where we've had the characters and our heroes kind of on the back foot and trying to eke out as much time as possible, having a royal guard that is back against the wall, like there's nowhere that they can run, and with very little power at the minute, being all concentrated on healing. Even if Nef Patrol does keep up their end of the bargain, only take an hour and travel back to Beijing, what good is going to come of it? What is the king going to say about her kind of dereliction of duty there to go and heal Kite? I think the danger from the king about Nef Patrol leaving after not fully healing her, probably going to be worse than whatever Gon could do. As long as she gets a stable and not bleeding out and dying, and it doesn't matter. Gon can continue attacking her while she's focusing on most of the cleanup and stitching. But yeah, this fucking episode, the fact that we've got Gon now on the grey area side of doing how he's handling things. Sure, his heightened emotions and rage, being able to barely contain himself in his actions. Speaking to Killua as though he was completely ancillary to all of this. Must feel so good about having nothing to do with it. Excuse me? Killua was there by your side throughout everything. Yeah, he's calm, it's because he thinks about things a little differently, especially after all the training with the assassin family and whatnot, but Jesus. Good thing Killua looked past it. It's like, I know you're angry right now, which is why I'm not going to take that personally, but having the finish line right in front of you and it being torn away, like, no. You got to wait. You can understand why you've gone to get a little desperate. My God, if every interaction now can be boiled down to that kind of tension, we've got the aura of the main character that we've been following burst forth with that kind of malice. The very ire of every fibre of his being right in front of him. Jesus Christ, just how dark is that? He had so much of his humanity was fade away from him while facing Nefertari. But, well, I think... I don't know, actually. Are we now going to take a break while Gon is sitting there, waiting out that hour and following on to the other fights that are going on? What? How are you going to follow up that episode? I think because it was so disjointed compared to the others. You got this plan where they're fighting for their lives, and then that. Yeah, everything they've kind of thought about how this is going to go really isn't playing out how they imagined, is it? Still. If only minor hurt feelings, friendships may be hanging by threads. I want to see what's going on next. Probably you do too. So, with the delicate life of innocence in his hand, he's going to be able to steady himself, even for 1 second more. We know that his timing and timekeeping is pretty damn good after all the training that he did with Biscuit. If you liked this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. See you in the next one. If you're able to have any other emotion other than thinly veiled rage while watching my channel, well, you might just be enjoying it. And if so, I really hope that you can help support it and get more anime in the future. So I do need to thank those that are Noku, Raywin, Sal, Cardboard, Shiwan, Mats, Acne, Guado, Denny Swee, Lightwizard91, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, SZ9870, Croyville, Maxwell, Mega42, The Hazel01, and everyone else. And thanks to them, I've definitely had a reprieve of more than 1 hour.